Okay, we're going to clear out an area for a good marine friend of mine. This area right here that is clear right now, that was very thick with vegetation, bamboo, and all the bamboo I had cut about 2 weeks ago. And the bamboo is probably 40 feet long. You can see it stacked up over here. And the widest part is probably 2 to 3 inches in diameter, not difficult to cut. And clear it up. Let me take this down again. Don't want to hurt your eyes. Cleared all this area here, the vegetation, which I'm walking on right now, which is clear. All of this is cleared, and we just kind of stacked it here, threw some over on the other side of the fence. You can see the bamboo is probably several hundred stalks that we had taken out, and we just stacked the debris on the other side of the fence and made this path, cleared this out so that you could walk along the fence because they had some damage to the fence as a result of Hurricane Florence. So told them we'd cut this out, clear it out so that we could walk behind it and get through, and just leave these plants right here. I think he called them sweet plants of some sort, and it was infiltrated with the bamboo. Just a note to all of you, if you ever have bamboo and you think it's real pretty, yeah, it may be pretty, but it grows like weeds and you cannot get rid of it. It is very difficult. You have to dig down, way down beyond the roots, and that still doesn't mean you won't get any more. But all this vegetation has grown so tall, and it does produce a nice fragrance. I just don't know the name of it. He called it a sweet plant, but it came from his mom or his grandmom, one little plant, and it's turned into an area that is pretty thick. Oops. So we're going to clear it out today. We left a strip from there down to here, a strip, and it's filled with those sweet plants. Dead center of it, there was a massive oak tree that was just growing on its own, and a lot of other small trees. We cut those out, took them out, and pretty much cleaned off the chain link fence so that fence repairers see what they have. So this fence was packed with, well, you couldn't see the fence much. Thick, packed with vegetation. So we have a clear path to get down here now, so that if they wanted to examine the fence, they can do it. It's broken up in a few areas, but easily walkable. But I'm going to clear this vegetation out up to the center of where that stump is, and we'll take that stump out. We cleared around this tree and everything around it. You can notice it's easy to walk now. And this was a 2-day process, what I had 2 or 3 Friday and Saturdays ago. So I came over 2 times, and you'd like me to continue on with this path to at least get through past some of these trees here, and where you can see the light shining. See if we can take that tree out that's grown on its own for years. This vegetation here, they want to keep it because it's, I can't remember the name of that vine that has purple flowers, very fragrant. The flowers, when they grow, they look like grapes. They're not. It's just that it appears that way, that the flower petals themselves look like just big groups of purple grapes. Very fluorescent. But the vine that it produces, it's not a grape itself. There's no fruit on it. But it gets thick. And I cleared a lot of this out. You could not see through the fence line. And you can see clear up to here. And as you can see, this is semi-thick. Nothing compared to how it was. I started bringing, well, taking out large chunks of it. So that's the intent for today of clearing that. And totally remove this tree of whatever sort it is, junk tree, and let them fall. He said just let them fall on the other side. I usually rather not do that. I like to clear everything up. This was a crepe myrtle that I chopped off, and so I'd like to have more of that taken out of there, so we'll do some of that as well, and remove or go as low as possible down to the ground and get rid of stumps like this. Yeah, these are, you can't get past those without, or you couldn't walk by it. And they're in their 70s, so that's why we do not want to have anything out here that will have them trip and fall and so forth. Let them get part of their land back, because all of this will grow back easily. Okay, well, let me fire this thing up and get started over here. Okay, this is after cleanup. Took out that stump, cleared a lot of this out. You remember there was a tree right there. I think that's where you watched me originally. This is a crepe myrtle that had several branches. A lot of that came out. We can at least see through the fence. We didn't clear it the whole way, but at least enough to, I mean, it's a totally much better and cleaner and clearer looking. It was thick. Took this tree out here. And the tree was not difficult. It was just everything was entangled by this right here. And the owner's quite satisfied with it. And quite a ways cleared it out. Check around here. This looks pretty good. There's the owner. Owner's still going at it. He had gotten back. He had to set up for a class that he teaches. He is a concealed carry instructor and many, many, many other certifications. United States Marine Corps officer, retired. All right, Robert, what do you think? What do you have there? Can we see your cover here?
Yeah, man. I guess what you could do is put this on YouTube and show them what working for a feather merchant gets you.
There, you've heard it, folks. Hey, that Marine officer has seen everything.
I owe you more than I'll ever be able to repay you in kind. I can't thank you enough for your help.
Well, we enjoyed it. And as we had mentioned before, there's a little bit more to do, but we'll do that at another time. But it's now manageable, and
you know, really, they can get in here, I think, and put a couple of pipes in, and that fence is going to be just fine.
Yeah, the fence really doesn't look bad. Yeah. I thought it was more. It is not bad at all. I mean, there's a couple top loops off for the top rail, but the top railing is simple. I mean, I looked at it.
Slice that stuff in, can't they?
Oh, easy. I mean, once you take one out, you can get the others in. I mean, I did that on my land, so, but it looks good. All right, folks, we're signing out here, and I think we're done, and everything looks fine. Get back over to the homestead.